Okay, this is a big happy and excited and maybe even a scary welcome to the School of Future students. You guys are up next, basically. All right. The entire community's eyes are on you. You're graduating in less than 3 weeks. But with that, like you're the oldest, everybody's attention is on you. Utilize it. Okay. I'm going to give you guys some tips today on how to utilize that in order to get what you need for your business idea. And it's a concept that we like to call customer sampling. You want to allow strangers and friends to try your idea in like small ways, very small ways. And you will need a couple of these customer samples for Saturday's contest. So I'm going to show you a couple ways to do it. Some of it can be like insanely easy. Some of it can be a little more advanced. But you're a scientist here, all right? You're an entrepreneur who's testing whether this concept of yours is actually working. And every time you watch somebody interact and see your work, you get more ideas. That's the point here. It never ends. By the way, congratulations. You guys have everyone's attention on you pretty hard for the next 3 weeks, myself included, the alums, everybody who's like a Sopher that's just started. They're like, we're curious about who's up next. And you guys can really leverage that to get information for your business idea and to practice and to meet people and have fun. Like most importantly, please have fun. But customer sampling, you will need at least one customer sample by Saturday so that you can work with it. Because Saturday, we're going to do something called pivoting, where you take what you started, you see how people reacted to it, and you make some new decisions. And this pivoting technique is like literally everything in the founder world. Like if you ever want to continue and grow your idea, you constantly need to learn how to pivot. You need to learn how to actually see what people are doing with your idea and take it in a new direction. So I actually have 4 techniques that I'm going to show you very quickly. I hope that this works with my screen sharing. Yeah. So number one, you just want people to like give their natural reaction to images that you have created. They can be sketches, even. They can be some like your logo. It can be your website. If your website is there, you can let somebody like take a look at everything and just react. And a couple ways, like it can be over a Zoom call if you want. You let your friend like screen record or send you a voice note. It can be low stakes like that. Ideally, you want this person to go into the Discord voice channel with you and you show them the images and you let them just say their first thoughts. They say like, you can even ask like, all right, cool. Based on this like screen that you see, what do you want to do next? And their answers will surprise you. People might not know what to do. People might be like really excited or drawn to some image that you didn't even think. So cool to just let them react. Don't try to push them into too many directions. Ask what you want, but don't be like trying to explain too much. The point is that you want to see how people like naturally look at your work. And these images can be sketches that are very amateur. They can be like official like screens that you want to use for your app. It can also just be images that you find on the web that are linked to your problem area and you want to like get a pulse on how like a regular customer would react to stuff. You guys go in directions that I've never thought of. That's the point of School Future in general, just so you know. So take what I'm saying here and if it rings a bell in some other area, like boom, travel in that direction. Speed selling is kind of my favorite. The sales process is fun. Like you want to be letting your customer talk about themselves and start to figure out, wow, what can I do to actually hook them and get them to like go to the next step and buy my service. Even if you're not trying to make money with your product, which I know a lot of you are amazing and you're not, like, I love that. But what would be the way to get somebody to commit to signing up for your service, if that makes sense? So you have them on the phone, you ask them things about themselves and get them to share and get them to take them to the next step. Say, all right, cool. I want you to come to this session. I want you to sign up for a subscription where you can do XYZ every week. Whatever, you're sorting through these details as you go. And the more you have a real person in front of your face, the more you will actually realize that you'll find the way to refine what you want people to do each step of the way, if that makes sense. But sometimes you need the pressure of a real person on the other side. So again, speed selling can happen like on the phone. It can happen on a Discord voice channel. That's what I prefer the most. But do whatever is like makes the most sense to you. It can be a friend. I suggest finding people in the Discord server as well. And I'll get to like the rewards in a second with all of this. But next is user meets user. And this is wildly important, especially if you're creating like a mental health app, any kind of community that you want to create. Gather answers from one person, gather answers from another person, let those people like interact with each other's thoughts. any way that you want to take this. Obviously, you can do like a live Zoom call type game. That's ideal. You can do it on a Discord voice, also ideal. But if you can't get people to like talk at this, all be there at the same time, just gather answers from one friend, gather answers from another friend, do something with their answers. Like you will figure out what you think is needed to accomplish your main mission, but you want different people to meet each other through some kind of interaction. So that's user meets user. And the last one is one-on-one consultation, which is, again, like you're providing, you know what you want people to take away, like have that in your mind. And if you get on a call with them, devour them with attention, figure out what their needs are. I was actually just talking to Raja today, and he's going to be doing a service that provides like a lot of things, but one is like a mixture of food items so someone can cook with those food items. So when he does a one-on-one consultation, he's going to just be asking someone about their cooking habits. What is a big no-no for them? What is something that really like they would be opposed to? Or what are their like little nuances when they cook? You want to find out these really specific details about people so you can build your service around that stuff. So pretend that this is like another customer, but you're almost like taking them through the service that you're providing, like one-on-one. And if you're doing a mental health app, again, devour them with attention, and you will figure out what are the necessary things that you want to say to people. Okay, so this is a very long explanation for a couple ways to customer sample. Like I said, you guys, it can be as low stakes as like, hey, send your logo, let your friend send a voice note back as to like what their first impression is. Like just push this stuff out on a lot of different people. But your main competition right now between everybody, and again, this is like, hello, welcome to the hot seat. This is your first week of really, really having to like try to earn points for yourself for the expo, just to put it bluntly. Okay, so I'm going to show you where Founder Hot Seat exists, and we're going to, based on how many customer samples you get this week, we're going to start tallying up points. Bring your friends onto the Discord server for even more points, and that's where you can conduct some of this work. We really, really want you guys to meet each other's friends. That's kind of like a very fun part of all this, and we'll get into that naturally, and then maybe even next week more specifically. But you're hustling, all right? You want to find people to participate in what you have to offer. So this is the Founder Hot Seat. You guys can come here and start a thread, basically. You might want to say, keep it short, but say, hey, I'm Kelsey Root, founder of School of Future. And the one question I want to get started with everybody is ... Make it funny. Say the last moment that you got distracted in school, the last moment that you learned something really, really random. Like it's something that people want to answer and then get the thread going. So people can join your thread. I'll show you how to do it. My name is Kelsey. Please tell me one way you are smart that people don't notice. I love that question. And I'm gonna, once I put it up here, create thread is the button I'm gonna press. That way people can come join this conversation with me. So thread, so follow me. I'm gonna delete this so it's all good. Anything is deletable. But anyways, people can join my thread. And the more people you get to join your thread, the more points you will receive. All these points, you guys will see this over the next weeks pretty intensely. But your goal right now is to get some samples from people, hustle and get people to follow your business and try your things. Bring your friends here if necessary to like, get the conversation going. And ideally next week, we can all meet each other's friends. So you guys are lovely. I hope this was not too much overwhelming information, but please like have a lot of fun with this. You're going to learn like everything you need as you interact and engage with real people. That's the main way to do it. All right. Best of luck. I can't wait to provide more services. Like you guys have the sole attention of the Soph world over these next 3 weeks. Milk it, people. It's all a matter of what you do from this point forward. I know you have exams, but let's have some fun, folks. Bye.